Okay students, welcome to this class. In this class, we will discuss calculations involving unit cell dimensions. Okay, here we discuss how to determine density and from density also how to determine the edge length. Now for this purpose, let us draw a cubic unit cell. Okay, in this cubic unit cell you see there are three different type of cubic unit cells. One is called simple cubic, the other is body centered cubic, and the third one is FCC, face centered cubic unit cell. Now then you know density of a substance is an intrinsic property. That means it doesn't depend upon the size of the substance. It is constant whether the substance is of small amount or large amount. Okay. Now, if this is so, then density of unit cell is equal to density of the solid. For example, you take a whole solid. Okay. Now, the density of the whole solid is equal to density of the unit cell made up of the solid. Okay. Now, let us determine the density of the solid. You can say density of the solid is equal to mass of the unit cell divided by volume of the unit cell. As you know, the density of the solid is equal to density of the unit cell. So density of the unit cell is equal to mass of the unit cell by volume of the unit cell. Then mass of the unit cell is equal to mass of number of atoms in the unit cell. So now, what is mass of the number of atoms? You see, if there are simple cubic unit cell, it is a simple cubic unit cell. That means that per unit cell only one atom is there. So mass of one atom is equal to mass of the unit cell. Now for BCC, number of atoms 2. For FCC, number of atoms is 4. So then mass of the unit cell is equal to, you can say, mass of one atom into number of atoms. Okay, so now density will be equal to mass of one atom into number of atoms in the unit cell divided by volume of the unit cell is equal to AQ. Now what is mass of one atom? Mass of one atom is equal to molecular mass of the substance by Avogadro's number. You know Avogadro's number of atoms possess 1 mole of substance, so equal to molar mass, n into Z number of atoms by AQ. So we can say E is equal to m by Na into Z by AQ. Okay, this is the formula by which you can calculate density of solid. Now students, you see there are 5 unknowns are there. Okay, now if any 4 unknowns are given, the 5th one can be calculated. And this is a very good formula by which we can also verify the value of Avogadro's constant. Density, you know, density of this any solid can be measured at in the laboratory by displacement method, water displacement method. The molecular mass of substance you know, the number of particles per unit cell you know, by knowing that Z is equal to what? Value of 1 for simple cubic is equal to 2 for BCC and is equal to 4 for FCC. We know all the things. And by X-ray diffraction we can get the value of A as length. So from which we can verify the value of Avogadro's constant. Now by this expression we can calculate density of solid. Then we'll discuss some of the crystal structure. Then we'll discuss structure of some ionic compounds. Although the structures are not included in the CBSE syllabus, but there are some numericals based on the structure also there. Therefore we have to deal with these things. Now some of the ionic compounds, simple ionic compounds, may be categorized as AB type compounds or AB2 type compounds or A2B type compounds. Now in AB type of compounds you can have NaCl, cesium chloride and ZnS, zinc blende. Okay, in this category you have CF2, Na2O, etc. And we will discuss these type of compounds, that is NaCl, CaCl and structure of ZnS. Okay. First of all, discuss structure of NaCl. For this purpose, I am drawing the cubic NaCl unit cell. in the NaCl, it is seen that the Cl minus ions have CCP arrangement. That means the Cl minus ions occupy the corners. Okay, all the corners are occupied by Cl minus and center of the faces. Okay, and the Na plus ions occupy the center of the edges and body center. Okay, this is your Cl minus ion, this is Na plus ion, and this is another Cl minus ion. Okay, now how do you see? This is the edge length. Okay, in the edge length, you see the total edge length is A is equal to radius of Cl minus plus 2 radius of Na plus and again radius of Cl minus. This is Cl minus. Okay, so it is equal to 2 in 2 radius of Cl minus plus 2 radius of Na plus, or we can say it is equal to 2 into radius of Na plus and Cl minus plus Cl minus. This is the thing you have to remember, that in case of NaCl, the edge length is twice the distance between Na plus ion and Cl minus ion. Okay, and here one more thing you have to remember, that if it is Cl minus and Cl minus ions have CCP arrangement, then you can say, and it is A, then this is this is your face diagonal. Okay, we can say that 4 radius of Cl minus is equal to 2 into A. This is one fact. If only the radius of Cl minus ion is there, then from which we can calculate edge length, from which we can also calculate radius of Na plus ion, because A again is equal to 2 into radius of Cl minus plus radius of Na plus ions. Okay, now let us, for better understanding, let us see the structure crystal of NaCl. The red, particles are Cl minus ions, and the black ones are, the dark ones are the Na plus ions. You see, each Cl minus ion is surrounded with 6 Na plus ions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The Na plus ions are present at the center of the edges and at the body center. Okay, so each Cl minus ion, the red one, is surrounded by 6 Na plus ions. Similarly, here you find, how to find each Na plus ions. The dark one is surrounded. The dark one is surrounded with 6 Cl minus ions, the red ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that means each Na plus ion is surrounded with 6 Cl minus ion, and each Cl minus ion is surrounded with 6 Na plus ions. So the features of the structure of NaCl is, number 1, Cl minus ions have CCP arrangement. Second, Na plus ions occupy all the octahedral voids. Okay, each Cl minus ion is surrounded by 6 Na plus ions and vice versa. That means each Na plus ion surrounded by 6 Cl minus ion. So the coordination number of Na plus each to Cl minus is equal to 6:6. So number of Cl minus ions per unit cell is equal to 1 by 8 into 8 plus 1 by 2 into 6 is equal to 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. And as there are 4 Cl minus ions, there are 4 octahedral voids. So number of Na plus ion is equal to 4. So that means Z is equal to 4. Formula of NaCl is equal to Na4Cl4 is equal to NaCl. Okay, in this case Z is equal to 4, and this is the formula of NaCl. Now, structure of cesium chloride. For that purpose, let us draw a cubic unit cell. In this case, the Cl minus ions occupy the corners only. Okay, the Cl minus ions occupy the corners only. These are the Cl minus ions, and cesium ion occupy the body of the cube. That is the cesium ion Cs plus, which is occupying the body of the cube. Now, you see, if you arrange this one, let this is the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Then DF is the body of the cube. This is Cl minus, this is Cl minus, okay? And when you join the body of the cube, what do you find? The total diameter of the Cs plus and 2 radius of the Cl minus ions constitute what is called body diagonal. So here body diagonal is equal to root 3 into A is equal to 2 into radius of Cs plus radius of Cl minus. Okay, this is the relation. Now, second thing is that a number of Cl minus ions is equal to 1 and number of Cs plus ion is equal to 1 because it is in the body. So Z for cesium chloride is 1. Okay, and third thing is the coordination number of cesium ion is 8 because it is surrounded, it is touching 8 Cl minus ions. Similarly, the coordination number of Cl minus ion will also be 8. Therefore, the coordination number ratio of Cs plus and Cl minus is 8:8. This is all about the structure of cesium chloride. In case of ZnS, okay, the sulfide ions have CCP arrangement. Okay, and Zn2 plus ions occupy half of the tetrahedral voids. This is the main feature of, you can say, ZnS. Half of the tetravoids or alternate tetrahedral voids. So number of S2 minus ions per unit cell is equal to 4 because it is CCP arrangement, and number of tetrahedral voids is equal to 8, but half of the tetrahedral voids occupied by zinc ions. So number of Zn2 plus ions is equal to 4. Therefore, the formula of ZnS is equal to Zn4 S4, which is equal to ZnS, and Z is equal to 4 for zinc sulfide solid. So let us work out some numerical based on unit cell dimensions. Question number 1. Silver forms CCP lattice and X-ray studies of its crystals so that the edge length of its unit cell is 408.6 pm. Calculate density of silver. Okay. Now students, let us solve this question. Here Ag forms CCP. So for CCP, Z is equal to 4 and edge length A is given as 408.6 pm. That is equal to 408.6 into 10 to the power minus 10 centimeter, or is equal to 4.086 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. Okay. Then apply the formula that D is equal to M by Na into Z by Aq. So what is molecular mass of silver? It is given 107.9 gram per mole divided by Avogadro's constant 6.02 in 10 to the power 23 into value of Z is 4 because it is FCC divided by 4.086 into 10 to the power minus 8 whole cube. Okay, after putting this, you will get that 107.9 into 4 by 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. So when you get the cube of this, it is found to be 68.217 into 10 to the power minus 24. Okay, so on solving it comes to be 10.5 gram per cm cube. This is how we can calculate density of silver. Now question number 2. An element has BCC, body center cubic structure, with a cell edge of 288 pm. The density of the element is 7.2 gram per cm cube. Question is, how many atoms are present in 208 gram of the element? Okay students, now this question can be answered in two ways. Now first of all, as it has BCC structure, so Z is equal to 2 per unit cell. Now density is equal to A by Na into Z by Aq. Here atomic mass is not given, but Avogadro's number we know. But for what is this value of the expression? A by Na means mass of one atom. Okay, so now we can say let 208 gram of the element has X atoms. Okay, then what is mass of one atom? So we can say mass of one atom is equal to 208 by x. Okay, so in place of A by Na, we can write directly 208 by x. Otherwise, the calculation will be lengthy. You have to calculate first atomic mass, then again put here, then solve. Okay, so this is a direct, you can from this expression directly you can also put the value of mass of one atom, that is 208 by x. In other cases also you can put that value like this. Here edge length A is equal to 288 pm, so it's equal to 288 into 10 to the power minus 10 centimeter, or equal to 2.88 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. Okay, therefore 7.2 density is equal to mass of one atom, that is 208 by x into z is equal to 2 by aq is equal to 2.88 into 10 to the power minus 8 whole cube. So it is equal to your 416 divided by x into the value of this is found to be about 23.89 into 10 to the power minus 24. Okay, now it is your 7.2. So now if you solve for x, it will be 416 by 7.2 into 23.89 into 10 to the power minus 24. Its value is found to be about 2.41 into 10 to the power 24 atoms. Okay, this is the number of atoms present in 208 gram of the element. Another question number 3. Potassium fluoride Kf has NaCl structure. If the distance between K plus and F minus is 269 pm, find the density of Kf. Okay, now solve this. So to get the solution, you see distance between K plus and F minus is equal to 269 pm. So according to your NaCl structure, we know that edge length is equal to 2 into R Na plus R Cl minus. So here it will be equal to 2 into R K plus R F minus. So it is equal to 2 into 269, that is equal to 538 pm. And for NaCl, Kf has NaCl structure, means Z is equal to 4. So now density is equal to M by Na into Z by Aq. So it is equal to M is 58, molecular mass of K plus F minus 58 by Na is 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 into Z is 4 by A is 538 pm, means 5.38 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter whole cube. And when solve it, it will be found to be 2.475 gram per cm cube. Okay, so now in this way, student, you can solve so many questions, so many numericals based on the solid state and work out it, and I think you can confidently do all the numericals.